Welcome to the channel. My name is Alex. You may know me as Mars from TikTok, Instagram, this channel, the Live from Mars podcast. Wherever you have found me, welcome. And today we are listening to Addison Rae's debut album called Addison. Now, I truly can't believe that I am sitting down and it is 2025. And if you had said to 5 years ago me that I would be sitting down, A, with this as my job, and B, to listen and review critically an Addison Rae music project, I would have never believed you. Yet she is delivering some of the best, just quality pop music we've gotten in 2025. And even with Diet Pepsi coming out last year, that was one of the best songs of 2024, completely unexpectedly. I'm very curious to see if the rest of the album is going to match up with the strength of the singles. So this is the Addison Rae listening party, and get your seatbelt on because we're going. Before I get into it, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I see the metrics, I see you guys enjoying the content, but a lot of you are not subscribed, so please make sure you hit the subscribe button. It means the absolute world to me. It's how we get the channel to grow and get more people to see these videos. Also, if you are a fan of pop music and want to check out the Live from Mars podcast, it's my weekly pop music podcast where I go through the best of each week's New Music Friday, deliver the latest and greatest in music news, and then a deep dive of the week. So make sure you're following the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you consume them, get them. And I guess without further ado, we should just kick things off with the first song. It's called New York. Very excited to hear where this album is going to go. Like I said, the singles have been incredibly promising. I am genuinely excited to hear the rest of this album. So let's get going.
Take a bite of the Big Apple.
Whoa. Kicking off your debut album, take a bite of the Big Apple. It's like kind of haunted and ghostly. Whoa. Did it skip or was that my headphones? Breathy. Drop out. Production's interesting. I'm a dance whore. Cake, drum, chew gum. Oh. Where are we going? I mean, it feels kind of bratty. New York, love New York, love New York, love New York. Solid start. And it's building upon itself from the last chorus. Whoa! Way into overdrive now. It's like na 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 na. You could go crazy listening to this on repeat. I love how we're kicking off. Energy is high right out the gate. Damn. What an opener. I mean, vocal production-wise, it fits within the singles we've already heard. It's spacey, it's expansive, the reverb is everywhere. I kind of like the juxtaposition of the level of freedom that you feel when she's just like, na 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 na. Like, it's so simple, but that buoyed then down by these heavy, soggy synths that are making up the backbone of the back half of the song. Interesting, production choices. I'm intrigued, especially to set the tone and the pace or what the rest of the album may include. But I know we're going into Diet Pepsi from here, which is a big interesting pivot. So this song is so good. The song is so good.
My boy's a winner. He loves the game. Reflect off his cross-code chain.
I'm going into listening to this album with the mentality that this is the best song already on the album, so I want to see if I can be proved wrong. Because even though this is very Lana adjacent, this song is perfect. Ready? God, that hook is so good. And the way that her vocals are just ethereal and magic. Also, great songwriting on this one too. It's a perfect blend of Addison's nonchalance, but this calm response here, I love. This is one of those songs that you can just close your eyes and just feel like you see the vision. Also cool to now hear this song in the context of all the other singles. It's the key change at the end. that sold it for me.
Innocence in the backseat.
Drop out. Raise it up. I need to make a playlist of all my favorite key changes in music. This would be on it, I think. The song that really took things to the next level. Changed everything.
When I was growing up,
Spoken word verse.
Mama always
Intro?
told me to save my money, so I never had to rely on a man to take care of me. He's not coming with me to heaven.
Whoa, we're back to the bratty energy. This feels like, that felt like Sympathy is a Knife for a sec. Oh, Norma Jean? Isn't that, Marilyn Monroe? Something about this happening, the production right now, that squeaky in the back, and her cadence on that melody felt like, I love it. Camila, anyone else pick up on that? Madonna, Lana, Gaga. Ooh, what a poignant lyric. That feels like child-like playground. Kind of ring around the rosy. Now it feels like you're really on a playground. Ring around the rosy. Oh my god. God. She's not taking herself seriously. Alright, Aquamarine time. Aquamarine, dive into me. It's so, again, like with Diet Pepsi, it's interesting to hear this in the context of the rest of the album. Granted, what we've already heard. This is very different than the other three, but like vocally, the production on her voice is very consistent. And this one, again, is like, she said in the New York Times interview about how this album is kind of like a mood board, and it's very accurate to describe it that way. Not my favorite of the pre-release singles, maybe number like 4 or 5 out of the bunch. I haven't heard this in a bit, actually. And the fact that she worked with the same 2 people across the entire album is sick to me. Production on this one, I forgot how intriguing it is, actually. I'm going to take maybe back what I said about the ranking of it. God, every time I sit down to react to this music, I just, like, don't want to be sitting down for it. I want to be dancing. This is music to dance to. I mean, there's not really much more to say about that one. Lost and Found. Transition. Similar production carried over. Whoa. Ooh. I mean, part of me thinks, like, is the reason why they're so spacey and reverb because they're not strong enough to be up in front and center. But there are moments where her voice is very clear in verses more than a chorus, but... Cool. Cool interlude. So like lo-fi vibe, yeah. This one I imagine like lights out, a neon light, you have like a neon purple light casting that glow on your face. That's the vision I get from this song. I don't need your drugs. Great line. Great line. The entire album is just this, it's a mood board, but it's such a specifically curated sound, and the production is really what delivers it. Like, lyrically, it's nothing crazy on this album so far by any means, but sick production here on this bridge. It's grimy. Yeah. High fashion. I heard her say in the New York Times interview that she wishes this one got more attention, and she's not wrong. What a sick production. Like, if you added a little bit of psychedelic instrumentation here, like Tame Impala-esque kind of work, this would do really well with this sound. It's just such a stark contrast between the Addison Rae that we've known for the last 4 or 5 years and this version of Addison, but like from what she's been saying in these interviews and the vibe you get from the music is that this is her and the other part wasn't necessarily as much her. And she's singing about that too. So Summer Forever is going to be the first new one in a minute, really, since Money Is Happy. Money Is Everything, right? Yeah. So it's been a minute. So let's get something fresh. It's a love letter to Omer. Those synths in the back, they're kind of like 80s Miami Vice-y. Never felt this alone. All right. Chorus is fine, but you're so dreamy. I liked that verse. The first verse was strong. Also, the double entendre of her saying never felt this alone, like she never felt those positive emotions of love alone, but also the isolation that she's felt and has sung about. So visual. Good finally, like some visual storytelling here. There's also some Diet Pepsi baked into this one. I just can't get over the vocal production across the entire album. It's so interesting to me. It's like she's present, but she's distant. It feels like the room is so big and it's echoing around her, which ties into the isolation and never feeling things alone like that she's talking about. Like, that's an interesting way of bringing the way that the album is created with the lyrics. That was the same lift up at the final chorus of Diet Pepsi for the key change. I think this may be my favorite of the new ones that I've heard so far. Well, there's only been 3, so. All right. Summer Forever. I think what's interesting about Summer Forever is, like I was saying, the juxtaposition of the lyrics with the production is really intriguing to me, especially that last line where she's in the pre-chorus when she's describing this scene of love and all the benefits and the emotions that she has attached to it and how she's never felt that way alone before. There's the double meaning behind it. She's never felt this alone in the sense of isolation, of being a celebrity in the spotlight in this world where she's trying to really pave her way into becoming an artist, and there's isolation inevitably baked into that. But then also on the flip side, not emphasizing the alone so much, focusing on how this love has brought this new side of her out and how she feels all these ways about someone special is an interesting way of taking that lyric in 2 different directions. And then it's solid. It's a good pop track for sure. Ooh, a little twinkly. Like Droplet. I guess that's kind of Rain-like. Young, dumb, and cute. Oh my God, again. What's interesting is because she's been famous before she became a pop star, she can do a line like that about being misunderstood. Someone mash this up with Hillary Duff's Come Clean, please. Interesting post. some groove, like very, very lightly in here. There's some groove. I figured there'd actually be more Rain references in this. I'm glad there's not. It's not too on the nose. Okay. This one's connecting for me. I need to see how this one grows, if I continue returning back to it or not. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I wasn't expecting to. So I've clearly already heard this one. I reacted to it on TikTok. You guys loved that one. I love this song.
There's too many questions, that is my one spot. It was the only way to mend my broken heart. Don't ask too many questions, that is my one confession.
That wordplay, I still think about since I heard this song last week. Come on. The verses are so strong on this album. It's the cadence, it's her delivery on all of these. Like, she's not the best singer, she's not the best songwriter, but she's setting this vibe. I think this is number 2 of the singles for me. Diet Pepsi's number 1. This is 2. 3 maybe Headphones On or High Fashion. I think Aquamarine is the most forgettable for me of the bunch for whatever reason. I don't return to it as much. This is top tier. This is top tier. Because also of this bridge. Ah, yeah, that twinkling, I love it. This needs to do numbers. This song is it. I think I love this song as much as I do because it reminds me of something that Britney would have done with like Piece of Me energy on Blackout. This could have been on Blackout in a way, which is a huge compliment. Times Like These is up next. This is the new single. This is the 6th single off this album, and it comes out now. My thought here is that if this is the new single, there's got to be a reason why they chose this one, and I wonder if like this one's going to get service to radio and like actually get pushed, or if they're still going to put the attention on Fame Is a Gun, because I think they should, but we'll hear this one. Mellow piano. Very sorrowful right up front.
I know you like when I wear this dress. I feel best when I'm wearing less. If I dye my hair bleach blonde, maybe then I'll turn you on. Tell you what I want tonight. Will it make me feel less tight? I'm so confused.
This one's so mellow.
My life moves faster than me.
Whoa.
Feel the ground beneath my feet. No matter what.
There's something late 90s hip-hop, early 2000s about this one.
I get too close, I'm scared. Do you hate me or do you care? Think about all the time I spend. Feeling lost, but I'm found again. Doing to be this mad.
I don't love the melodies here on the verses. Feels like they're trying to cram a little bit too much in. This one isn't really doing too much for me, to be honest. I'm not loving this one, guys. I don't know why this isn't single. Push Fame Is a Gun instead. This part's pretty. Again, like the instrumentals on this album are sick. I like that. I think something's missing melodically for me on this one. This is one where the production is pretty cool, but lyrically and melodically it doesn't sell me as much. I'm curious what the general sentiment is going to be on that one, since they are giving that one the spotlight with a new video and with like the proper release treatment. I just feel like they should put more eggs in the Fame Is a Gun basket, to be honest. Life's No Fun Through Clear Waters. So I'm gonna guess we're going into Headphones On, which I know is the last. Yeah, that's the last track. So this is it. Strings. Strings. If you put strings on your album, there's a 99.9% chance I'll enjoy it. Beautiful. I think I'm gonna put this one at number 3 of the pre-release singles. This one always reminds me of In the Zone era Britney. Like early morning adjacent. It hits. It still hits. Vibe nailed. The strings coming back through. Now hearing it in the context, it makes a lot of sense. What a closer. Good choice. Rain. Oh. There's the through line. Duh. Solid debut album. I think I'm leaning in my head around a 7 right now. Maybe 6.5, 7, 7.5, somewhere like in that 1.0 range. It depends which songs I focus on. I truly believe that the best songs on this album were already released. A little bit of like a point down for that. I don't really know why they didn't save some of that spunk and like excitement and surprise for the real project to debut in full. But very, very strong debut album. Like if you're trying to set a vibe, you're trying to set a curated vision for your artistry, this accomplishes it, no question about it. It's very clearly wearing its influences on its sleeve. There's a bit of Charlie in here on New York, on Money Is Everything. You have a little bit of Britney in the Zone energy on Headphones On. Very much reminds me of Early Morning on that album. You have some Blackout spunk in here too with Fame As a Gun. Like that could have so much been on Blackout, which is such... I mean, that is the biggest compliment because that is my favorite pop album, I think, of all time. There's also similar energy here, like being authentically true to yourself. And I feel like she learned a lot of that from Charlie, but I'm impressed by the level of clearly intentional choices that made this project shaped in the way that it is. Production-wise, it's really intriguing. And the fact that the two of Luca and Elvira did it the entire way through and it didn't bring anyone else into the world, it didn't really need to. I'm interested to see where she'll go from here next because the leap from the AREP to this Addison debut album is night and day. Like the AREP said to me, I don't really have a clear idea of who I am as an artist, but let's just chuck a bunch at the wall and see what sticks. Oh, on Summer Forever, the visual imagery on that pre-chorus and those verses were really strong. Diet Pepsi, I mean, we can't forget that song. It is the reason why this full-length project probably truly exists. And thank God for it, because I still do feel like that is the best song on this album. But then you have like the interesting art pop choices of High Fashion, Aquamarine, and setting that like hypnotic kind of lens to it. You have pockets of everything here. You have the grungier moments like in New York and Money Is Everything and just being very blunt about what you're trying to set out to do. You have the vibe setters of Aquamarine, of Times Like These. Headphones On is really setting a vibe, but it also offers a little bit of that glimpse into Addison more personally, talking about her parents. But I'm very curious to know what you guys think about this. Make sure you sound up in the comments. Let me know what your favorite song is, what your least favorite song is. If you already have a top 3, top 5, let me know. Again, if you're not already following and subscribed to the channel or the Live from Mars podcast, preferably both, hit that follow and subscribe button. It means the absolute world to me. Thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're also following on TikTok and Instagram. Those are the main channels. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you next time for another reaction and review.